Something that happened between me and my ex still haunts me. I got out of a 5-year relationship and started seeking more causal dates and hookups 1 year after the breakup. I hooked up with someone and we had good physical chemistry. It wasn't romantic, but we connected as friends. I left for a business trip afterwards. When I was on my trip, I met my most recent ex on Tinder. We exchanged numbers and started video calling. The calls were fun and a little flirty, but I told him there's a chance we could be friends once we met IRL because I didn't want to promise anything to a stranger online. We called for 2 hours several days a week for 2 weeks until our first date, which we planned after my business trip. He said I was free to continue using the apps, but he tends to date one person at a time. I stopped trying to meet new people anyway, as I was preoccupied with work. When I got back, I hooked up with the guy I met previously again. I told him I had an upcoming date and he respected that. I wasn't ready for a relationship and I told him this was a goodbye to hookups. The first date with my recent ex went well, and I decided to just see where things go with him. He told me he did not want to know about any of my past sexual experiences. This is something I brushed off, but in hindsight was a red flag. He said he wanted to become official after our first date, and that he saw us getting married. I told him to slow down and that we barely knew each other. He said he would wait as long as it takes. 2 months passed, and we were at a concert for a DJ called Sidepiece. We were still not labeled. I told him a story about a small crush from high school. In response, he said so many people wanted him in high school and that he still gets hit on frequently. I was annoyed he made those unnecessary comments. During the concert, he said he saw his ex in the crowd. He was talking nonstop about her, and I, out of drunken frustration, I said my past experiences mattered too. Then I messed up. I said I knew a side piece as a pun. When we left, I apologized and said I shouldn't have said that, and that I was hurt because he kept talking about his ex. He demanded to know if I was seeing anyone else, and I said I met up with someone before we met in person, but I am no longer in contact with him nor talking to anyone else. He said by not telling him this during the video calls, I basically cheated on him. He said we had such a connection online and it was ruined. He demanded to go through my phone otherwise. He'd end things for good. He read through my texts, went through my inboxes on socials, and counted days on my menstrual cycle to see if it was justified in case I was ovulating at that time. He said if I just wanted sex, I should have called him instead. I said this was not fair because I didn't know him IRL yet. From that point forward, it felt like I had to make up for that wrongdoing. I didn't want to end things because I already invested a lot of time and energy in him. He began accusing me of cheating constantly, even when I was at work. The relationship ended when my ex cheated on me. This was after he demanded to meet my family and friends. He said it's okay because at least he told me it all, unlike what I did to him. I know this sounds crazy. My brain instantly went to regret hooking up with the other person before we met. I was convinced I was a cheater. I was baffled that the person who accused me of cheating ended up cheating. And to this day, I wonder what would have happened if I never said what I said at the concert.